Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tim Show. I'm Tim, your host, and for today's episode, I'll be recapping Sunday night's game between the Detroit Lions and my beloved Kansas City Chiefs. Now, my Chiefs will get the victory in this game with a final score of 30-17, improving our record to 3-3 on the season. Now, coming in, the Lions were ranked number 1 in scoring offense. They averaged over 30 points per game. Our offense had been rolling over the last few weeks. We were scoring a ton of points. So I thought that this would be a flat out shootout. And I was wrong. Our defense came to play. They held this high scoring offense to under 20 points in this game. The Lions were banged up. They were starting their third left tackle in as many weeks. Their defense was decimated. Both of their starting cornerbacks did not play in this game. Both of their safeties were game time decisions. They ended up playing, but they were banged up, and they had some problems on the defensive line. They were also playing in Arrowhead, so you know it's a hostile environment. If you've ever been to a game at Arrowhead Stadium, it is very loud, and it is a huge home field advantage for the Chiefs. The Lions knew they had to get an advantage. They won a coin toss. They elected to take the ball, and they ran the ball down the Chiefs' throat in that first drive. Their game plan was to get the ball first, score early, control the pace, control the clock, and that's what they did. Their offensive line destroyed our defensive line in that first possession. David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs, they ran the ball well. Jared Goff converted on 3rd and 4th down to extend drives, and they got the ball to the goal line. Then came the controversial play. Initially, it was a touchdown, and then the refs later on went back, and they changed the call, which is the correct call, because Jared Goff did not get set. I didn't know what was wrong to play, but I just had a feeling that this was not right. Now, this sparked all of the chatter on social media with, again, the Chiefs only win because of the refs. When that sentiment comes back, we know that the league and fans of the league know that the Chiefs are back. So now the excuses of the refs is coming back. Because just a week prior, the Chiefs had 13 penalties and they lost the game. And we didn't hear anything about the refs. So we knew that this was coming. But the Lions settled for 3 points, and they looked very good on that drive. Outside of those first 2 scoring drives in the first half, Detroit's offense was one-dimensional. Their running game was non-existent. Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery ran for under 100 yards combined. Spags and his defense did a great job of stopping the run. That was part of the game plan. He likes to make your offense one-dimensional. And Detroit wanted to come in and run the ball and control the clock and control the pace. And Spags and defense wasn't having that. Because they were forced to throw the ball because we did have a lead. Our offense was doing their part. Our secondary had to be big. They do have a lot of guys on the outside. Jamison Williams in that first possession was really good. Sam Laporta, who scored that touchdown, like I said, he was really good. But their star, St. Brown, he was controlled. He had under 50 yards receiving. Now, he did have 9 catches, but those were short intermediate routes in which you would live with. Safeties, Chamari Connor and Brian Cook played a really good game. Cornerback Jalen Watson played a really good game. Now, we know our front four has been a weakness on our defense, but Charles Omenihu, he came up big in moments. He had the lone sack of this game. Chris Jones, he's facing double teams all game long. He played good. He was a wreck. He came up in moments. Now, it may have not translated into the stat sheet, but Chris Jones' presence was shown in this game. It was refreshing to see rookie cornerback Noah Williams get as much snaps as he did. I've been raving about him all season. He's been a bright spot in our secondary. Our defense played really well. I can't get out of here without mentioning linebacker Drew Tranquil. He's a tackling machine. He's a leader. I love him. He's exactly what this defense needs, especially with Nick Bolton on the other side of him and Leo Chanel. This defense is just getting better and better as the weeks go on. I love to see it, and it was a great thing to see them shut down this Detroit Lions offense. Now, let's get to our special teams. It's not really much to report outside of Nico Remigio's 21-yard punt return. Both teams was going for it on 4th down, so it really wasn't that much action. Harrison Butker, yes, I have to report about him missing another extra point. I did think that point would come to bite us. The end of the half was 13-10. It should have been 14-10. Luckily, we was able to pull away in the second half, but this is like the 5th or 6th straight game with Harrison Butker just being in the news for something bad. he has to get better. And we keep saying this week in and week out, but I'm telling you, eventually this is going to affect us. I'm hopefully he could get on the right track against the Raiders this upcoming week and play some clean football and not have any mistakes, but he has to get better. As simple as that. The offense looked good, man. It's a third straight week where we play well. We're rolling. Patrick Mahomes is back to playing MVP ball. He's in the MVP discussion as well. Shout out to Jalen Moore, left tackle, who we got from the 49ers last year. He stepped in. Josh Simmons, our rookie left tackle, was scratched for personal reasons. I don't know what's going on with him. Hopefully, we'll get a report about it. Hopefully, he'll be back in the lineup this weekend. But Jalen Moore played very well. He's naturally great in running blocking. But he had a tough task this weekend. He lined up 50% of the time against Aiden Hutchinson, who's one of the top pass rushers in the league, and he held his own. Now, he did give up a sack, but that was late in the game in meaningless football. But he did his job. It's good to see that we do have reinforcements on this line. We all know our offensive line has been a weakness in the past. Coming into this game, Detroit's secondary was banged up, so I expected Patrick Mahomes to push the ball down the field. I was incorrect. They had got the ball out of his hands very quickly, a lot of short intermediate throws, a lot of yak yards for the receivers. This was a balanced offense. Patrick Mahomes is a part of the rushing attack now. We ran the ball 29 times for 112 yards. If you could tell me we could rush the ball over 100 yards every game, I'm going to tell you we're going to win a lot of games. This offense looked very good. It's very fluid. Everyone's getting involved. Last week, Tyquan Thornton was a huge part of the offense. This week, not so much. But Hollywood Brown played his best game. He had 2 touchdown catches. Travis Kelce played a really good game. Looked like he got a pep in his step. He's been playing well lately. Noah Gray, it looks good to get him back involved in the offense. I think he's a very good passing tight end. He don't get used as much because Kelce is there, but he's another viable weapon. I love what I'm seeing from Juju outside of him getting beat up after the game, which was poor sportsmanship, but he plays very well. I'm very excited to see what happens when you mix in Xavier Worthy and Rashee Rice coming back this week. This offense is looking good and is only going to get better. Again, Mahomes is back to playing MVP ball. This is exciting to see that we're not struggling to score points anymore. We could take advantage of the great play our defense has been giving us. This is going to be a well-balanced team, a well-balanced offense, well-balanced defense. We do have some things we have to work on. We have to work on the front four on our defensive line. We need our offensive line to continue to keep playing well. Hopefully, Josh Simmons will be back, but we do know we do have a viable option too with Jalen Moore. It's just a great thing to see, and I'm excited for the rest of the season moving forward.